Hello, everybody. This is Skip Elsheimer. Welcome to the AV Geeks Lunchtime Streaming Show, where we are on the verge of getting all the winter weather that has been making its way across the country. Wow, my hair is nuts today. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, there's a lot of static electricity, so I think everything's like... Anyways, yeah, it starts sleeting a little bit, even though it's not really supposed to start sleeting until tomorrow evening. So there's already this kind of like, and my hands smell like kerosene because I was filling up kerosene heaters because we tend to lose power during ice storms. So it's very frustrating. Anyways, let's bring back an old favorite of ours, stop motion animated teeth.
Sweet candy, cookies and jam. We take all we want, and we eat all we can.
Yummy. This is fun.
Sweet candy and cakes are fine. They're yummy, crunchy, yumchy, scrunchy, munchy anytime.
My name's Jack Sweet. I give you a treat. I give you candy by the pound. Cookies and pop. I just never stop. I'm candy dandy to have around.
This sure is munchy. Huh, Snack-Tooth? Yeah, it's good. I guess. This Jack Sweet's a good guy. Huh, Snack-Tooth? Yeah,
Hold
I
it!
guess
Stop,
so.
stop! Hold it! Wait a minute! Don't eat all that sweet stuff, you munchers! Don't you know what sweets will do to you?
Get out of here, old fillings. Nobody wants to stop the party.
You don't scare me, mean Jack Sweet. You're a two-faced liar. You know what too many sweets will do to these teeth.
You old meddler.
He's a bad man. You'll see what happens when you eat too many sweets. You'll see.
On with the party. Sweet snacks are fun. Now let's get us some cavities. My name's Jack Sweet. I give you a treat. I give you candy by the pound. Cookies and pop. I just never stop. I'm handy dandy to have around.
Wow, that was a bad one. That just plain hurts. Something is wrong with all of this. We eat a lot of sweets and bam, we get hit. I'm gonna find out why. Hey, Mr. Fillings.
Well, you got banged up, eh, Snack-Tooth?
Yeah, but why do we get hurt when we snack on sweet stuff all the time? What's wrong with it?
Mean Jack Sweet. That's what's wrong. He caused all my cavities before I got smart.
How'd he do that?
By handing out sweet stuff all the time. You see, you've got bacteria in your mouth. Germs. Everybody's got him. And they make a clear, sticky stuff called plaque that sticks to your teeth. The germs in your mouth get stuck in it. When you eat anything sweet, the sugar sticks in the plaque. Then the germs and sugar combine to form acid.
Acid? You mean the stuff that makes holes in things?
Right, and this acid makes holes in teeth, cavities. Every time you munch on sweets, the acid attacks for 20 or 30 minutes.
Wow.
And some things have hidden sugar. You don't know it's there, but it is, making cavities just like mine.
But if we don't eat sweets, what do we eat?
The same foods that keep bodies healthy keep teeth healthy. Foods that make up a balanced diet.
A balanced diet? What's that?
Start off with the right foods, then eat the right amounts of them every day.
What are the right foods?
Well, you have 4 basic groups, like fruits and vegetables, all kinds of good things in this group. You've got to have 4 servings of them every day.
Fruits and vegetables, 4 servings every day.
Wow, they're munchies for snacks, too.
And here's breads and cereals. 4 servings of them, too.
Breads and cereals, 4 servings every day.
Here's the milk group. Milk and all kinds of cheese.
Yeah.
3 servings every day for them.
Milk and dairy foods, 3 servings every day.
The meat group. Meat, fish, chicken, and eggs. At least 2 servings every day.
Meat and fish and eggs, 2 servings every day.
So that's a balanced diet.
Fruits and vegetables, breads and cereals, the milk group and the meat group. 4, 4, 3, 2.
A balanced diet means healthy teeth and a healthy you. A balanced diet tastes real good and you feel good too.
4, 4, 3, and 2 servings each day for you. 4, 4, 3, and 2 will get you through the day.
A balanced diet means basic food groups, all in line. A balanced diet for meals and snacks and just plain any time.
4, 4, 3, and 2 servings each day for you. 4, 4, 3, and 2 will get you through the day. Okay!
Okay?
Okay. You know, all that stuff really tastes good.
Righto. And it's all good for you. Not like those sugary snacks that Mean Jack hands out.
Yeah. Fewer cavities, too. I'm gonna tell my friends about a balanced diet.
That's the spirit.
Stop it, Mean Jack Sweet. Cut that out.
Here you are, little muncher. Try one of these.
We don't want your sweet snacks anymore.
No more snacks? Then take this.
Oh, don't.
And this.
Help, Mr. Fillings, help! Help! Help!
Too much! Here I come, Snacktooth! I'll save you from that scoundrel! Don't like to see one of these, do you, Jack?
No, anything but a toothbrush and dental floss. No!
Fluoridated toothpaste. This'll do a good job.
Toothbrush and dental floss too. You pick 'em up and you know what to do. Brushing and flossing are just the trick to keep your teeth from getting sick.
Remember that plaque, and the sugar, and the acid? Well, this is how to get rid of them.
Wow.
It sure is good to feel like we should. We'll keep in shape by brushing now.
It sure feels good to eat what we should and keep in shape by flossing now.
Old Fillings sure knew the answers. Huh, Snacktooth? Mr. Fillings is a very smart tooth.
Only one tooth expert smarter, and that's your dentist.
Good food and a toothbrush too. You pick 'em up and you know what to do. Taking care, well, it's just a trick to keep your teeth from getting sick.
Not everybody's that smart. I'll be back.
Big fan of that. That's made by Crocus Productions, who did other films that we have. There's a bus safety one. There is... I'm suddenly forgetting the other ones. Fable of He and She? No, that's not. That's Elliot Noyes. Yeah, I'll look up and see which other ones they did. But they did a couple. There was Schmodel Nightmare is the bus safety one, which is weird because it's actually live action, but with these giant, weird beanbags with eyes, like big beanbags with eyes. And then, of course, Malika Palakadu Skip 2, which features kids who turn into beanbags. Yeah, there you go. All right. So coincidentally, there's like this thing that all lined up. So coincidentally, the film I pulled today, just because I was like, oh, this is interesting, because I was off-site, is about sugar. So here we go. Sugar in today's world. Today being, I don't know, 1974, 72? I don't know. Let's see. Enjoy. It's being a pain. Hold on.
All plants contain some form of sugar, produced by the natural process of photosynthesis. But it is the sugar cane and wheat that are the most important for producing commercial quantities. All these items contain some form of sugar. Sugar is a natural food, an essential part of our diet. It provides almost instant energy. More than half the world's sugar comes from sugar cane, which grows in a tropical climate. Sugar beets are grown in the cooler, more temperate zones. In the United States, sugar beets are grown mainly in California and in states of the Great Plains. In Canada, more than half the sugar beets raised come from southern Alberta province. Sugar cane is normally cultivated on estates. It is a giant perennial grass, and depending on the variety and country in which it is planted, it reaches heights of between 8 and 20 feet. The stem varies in thickness between ½ an inch and 2 inches. The stem itself is a tube of hard rind. Inside is a softer fiber, and it is this that contains the sugar. Sugar cane in the United States is grown mainly in Louisiana and Hawaii. In the African nation of Tanzania, the great Ruaha River irrigates the fertile Kilombero Valley, the site of a modern self-contained sugar estate. A few years ago, this area was not cultivated, but it has now been transformed into a flourishing expanse of cane fields. As well as sugar under company cultivation, there is a program for African landowners to supply the estate with a large percentage of their requirements. The estate is virtually self-contained. It has its own schools, stores, residential area, power plant, and factory. Apart from rice, sugarcane has the highest water requirement of any crop. An average rainfall of from 70 to 100 inches is required. But there are few places in Tanzania where this occurs, so it is necessary to supplement rainfall with overhead irrigation. With water pumped from the nearby river, the plantation is almost independent of natural rainfall. Sugarcane is normally planted using cuttings selected from the existing canes. The cuttings are planted directly into the ground. It takes anywhere from 14 to 20 months after the cuttings have been planted before harvesting can begin. In harvesting, the stems are cut close to the surface of the soil. The leaves are then stripped off. The rootstock that remains in the ground sends up new stems, or ratoons. The plant will remain productive for about 5 years before replanting is necessary. It is important not to leave the stalks lying in the field. Otherwise, loss of sugar would occur quickly. The stalks are gathered as soon as... During the production season, the factory is working 24 hours a day, so enough cane must be cut to keep it in constant operation. The cane is carried in self-loading trailers. Sugar beets are a root crop, and it is the root, not the leaves, which contains the sugar. The leaves are cut off and used for feeding livestock. Unlike sugar cane, the sugar beet is grown from seed and is an annual crop. During the spring, here on this English farm near Thetford in East Anglia, the seed is sown by a machine, which also sprays the ground against weeds, protecting the young crop during its early growth. When autumn comes, the beets are ready to be harvested. Modern machinery aids the farmer in harvesting sugar beets. The machine lifts the beets while cutting the leaves off the next row to be lifted. When the beets are lifted, they are deposited into an accompanying trailer. The harvested beets are stored at a point where they can be conveniently transported to the factory for processing. About 8 tons of beets are needed to produce 1 ton of sugar. The processing of sugar beets and sugar cane is almost identical. Here, it is the sugar cane that is arriving at a factory. The cane is unloaded and stacked in a shed by overhead cranes. From here, the stalks can regularly be fed into the roller mills for crushing and juice extraction, since it is the juice which will eventually provide the sugar. Rotating knives cut the cane into small sections, which are then crushed and the juice carefully separated. The crushed cane, which is now called bagasse, is waste. This is used as fuel for the boilers, which in turn generate power for the factory. The extracted juice is collected in containers, heated, and then lime is added. This helps to collect impurities so they can be skimmed off as a scum. The clear juice is then pumped to large evaporators, where, when boiled in a vacuum, it thickens, leaving a supersaturated solution of sugar and syrup. During the whole process, careful checks are made. When ready, the liquid is transferred to crystallizers, and from there it goes into centrifugal machines, where, as the speed increases, the sugar crystals are retained, while the syrup is thrown outwards. This syrup, called molasses, is used mostly in cattle feed and the alcohol industry. When all traces of the syrup have been washed away from the crystals, they are transferred to a granulator, where they are dried and cooled, ready for packing and shipping. Brown sugar is the result of less processing, but it is just as pure as the white sugar crystals, which are normally required for domestic use. In almost all refineries, the packing of sugar is highly mechanized. The proper amount is automatically supplied by the filling machine. Sugar can also be supplied in bulk, sometimes for shipment overseas, or in the small packages we more commonly see. In the United States, another important source of sugar is corn. Corn is rich in starch, from which corn syrup and corn sugar, or commercial dextrose, are made. These corn products have many uses, one of which is in food manufacturing. Corn syrup contributes to the flavor and appearance of candy and other confections. When ice cream is prepared, corn syrup keeps large ice crystals from forming. Corn syrup is also used extensively as a sweetener in jams, jellies, and many other prepared and canned foods. Corn sugar, or dextrose, is important in the manufacture of carbonated beverages. Dextrose is used in bakery products to help in the fermentation of yeast. It also helps breads take on an appetizing crust color without over-baking. In medicine, dextrose has great significance because it is almost instantly absorbed into the blood. Intravenous injections of dextrose are used extensively after operations when oral feeding is not possible. Although corn in the United States supplies sugar and syrup with their many derivatives, world sugar is mainly the product of the two other plants we've seen. Sugar beets are a root crop grown in a temperate climate, and sugar cane is a tall grass grown in a tropical climate such as here in the West Indies, one of the most important sugar-producing areas. One of the byproducts of refining sugar is molasses, which in turn can be used for feeding cattle and making rum and yeast. And the final product, refined sugar, can be used either white or brown. Both are just as pure, and both are used as an essential ingredient in many of the items we eat and drink every day.
No, how about that? So Gateway Films is actually a British film company. I think. I'm going to have to look this up. I think that's what it is. But anyhow, let's learn about magic weapons for healthy teeth. We'll just keep in that kind of vibe. Enjoy.
Louis, come on.
Oh, Mom, my teeth are okay. I take good care of them.
Louis.
I know, the only teeth I've got.
Okay, 4 cards here. 2 red cards and 2 black cards. If we take the 2 red cards and the 2 black cards,
That's Dr. Don.
watch closely. Black on the inside, red on the outside.
Wow, that's neat.
Thank you. I'm going to show you the trick one more time. Watch closely. The 2 blacks are on the inside, 2 reds are on the outside.
That's neat.
Thank you. We're going to see you at your next appointment, Joanna. Thank you for a good day.
Okay, bye.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Young. My son Louis has an appointment.
Hello, Mrs. Young. How are you,
hello.
Louis?
Fine.
I'm sorry we're a little late.
I'm supposed to be at hockey practice.
So I see. This is a nice stick that you have here. What position do you play?
Forward.
Good. I'm going to put your stick here for safekeeping. Let me help you off with your jacket. And we are going to have one heck of a great appointment today. Come on into the office. Just have a seat in the yellow chair, Louis, while I get myself a little bit organized today. Make yourself nice and comfortable. First, I'm going to need some instruments, right? Let's see. You know, sometimes I'm so disorganized I can't find anything. Have you ever had one of those days? I can't even find my assistant today. Oh, there you are.
Hi, Louis. How are you?
Fine.
Good.
Please put Louis's napkin on for me.
Okay. Haven't seen you in quite a while.
Yeah.
You've been out playing a lot of hockey?
All right.
Thank you, Ann.
Okay.
Louis, have you had any teeth knocked out playing hockey? No? Do you still have some baby teeth left? Would you mind if I took a look to count the baby teeth that you have? Thank you. Nice and wide open. Very nice. Uh-huh. Louis, have you been brushing your teeth regularly?
Yeah?
You know, Louis, in your mouth there are hundreds and billions of bugs.
Bugs?
That's right. Scientists call these bugs bacteria. Now, these yucky bugs can get together in gangs, and when they do, they try to cause mischief in your mouth. Before long, and this is less than a day, they've formed a vicious army. And this army of bugs not only drops smelly goop on your teeth, but creates acids which help dissolve and cause decay in your teeth. We call these invading armies plaque.
Plaque?
Right, plaque. This army of bugs called plaque needs food, just like people, so that it can make more goop and more acids in your mouth. And you know what? The armies want you to eat sugar and put it in your mouth because sugar is bug food. The plaque also covers the teeth so that the saliva can't clean them.
Can you see these little bugs?
Well, you can't see them with your eyes, but we can see them under a microscope. Do you think that you have any of these bugs in your mouth?
Nah.
Everyone in your school has them, and that includes the teachers. And I can show you where these armies hide.
What does this stuff do?
It's a special mouth rinse. It doesn't do anything to your teeth. Rinse with it, and you'll see. What the solution does is It stains and colors the bugs in your mouth, but doesn't affect your teeth. And after you're finished rinsing, you can empty right over there. Take a look.
Oh, no.
Hey, Louis, don't be so upset. You'll find that, remember we said everyone has these bugs in their mouth. It's what happens when you haven't done a real good job of brushing your teeth.
How does all that stuff get there in the first place?
Well, it's kind of tricky. For instance, if you had two bugs that looked like this, they grow very fast, and you decide to take this one and brush it away, and then you just had this one left. Put the one bug in your hand and hold it out over the table. I'm going to take the other bug and put it in my pocket. You know, just like if you would have rinsed it down the sink. In a matter of seconds, these bugs grow very fast. Why don't you open your hand and see what happens? Can you believe that? That happens pretty quickly. But watch this. If you to take the bugs, just two now, okay? And you hold these two in your hands. Hold them tightly so they don't get out. They grow and they get warmer and warmer. And before you know it, there are millions and millions of these bugs, just like when you open your hands. Wow, yes. So these armies of plaque, which are in your mouth, still need food to exist and to do their job on your teeth. When the food is there, the bugs work. Remember, the foods that stay cause decay.
The foods that stay cause decay.
Fortunately, we have kind of some magical weapons to help us out. We have fluoride, we have dental floss, and we have toothbrushing. To show you that these are for real, if we were to take and apply a little magic to it, you might find, holy smokes! That was pretty hot, huh? I wonder what happened. Magically, look at this. We have your toothpaste with fluoride in it. Here's the floss that you can use in between your teeth. And here is a special toothbrush that can be used in school or at home. Sort of magic weapons to fight tooth decay and gum disease. Would you like to see how other people look before they come in for a program of good dental health care?
Yeah.
How do you like these cards?
Neat.
Pretty sharp, huh? Actually, what you're going to see is something rather miraculous. Look at that. Some people come in like this. Pretty neat, huh? Other people come in, and they haven't been doing a good job either. What do you think of that? Pretty yucky, huh? But if you're doing a good job, what you can expect to come out with is something as beautiful as that. Is there any question which one you would rather be, Louis? Getting back to the magic weapons, Louis, has anyone ever shown you how to keep your teeth clean and your gums healthy?
Not really.
Would you like me to show you how?
Yeah?
Okay. You should use a small toothbrush with a straight handle. Notice the surface is flat and the bristles are round and smooth.
Do I use toothpaste?
Well, I do, because it gives my mouth a good, clean feeling and makes my breath smell fresh. And you know that toothpaste with fluoride in them help protect against tooth decay. Watch. You take your brush and you place it up against the teeth where the gum and the tooth meet. That's where the plaque is heaviest. Brush in a back and forth motion over two teeth several times with a kind of short rubbing motion. I'll bet you didn't know that it was as important to brush the tongue sides of the teeth as well as the lip and cheek sides. Now, scrub the biting surfaces of the teeth.
Where I chew?
Exactly. Scrub the lowers first with a back and forth motion, then scrub the uppers. And finally, I want you to brush your tongue because...
My tongue?
Yes, your tongue, because those bugs drop the smelly goop on your tongue and plaque hides there also. So you see, brushing is as important on the outer surfaces of the teeth as flossing is in between the teeth. Flossing is probably one of the best plaque attackers that there is, because by flossing in between the teeth, you can get where no toothbrush can reach. It really takes someone of your age to be able to do this. Younger children have their parents help them. Dental floss is a really important plaque attacker because it goes where no toothbrush can reach. The first thing we have to do is take a piece of floss about 18 inches long and break it off. You see? This one's for you, and I'll take one for myself. Okay, now, what you do, Louis, is you wrap the floss around your middle finger of one hand, keep going, and the rest of the thread around the middle finger of the other hand. Place the pointer fingers on top and the thumbs below, keeping the floss tight in between your fingers. Now you can use the pointer fingers to push on the lower teeth and your thumbs to push on the upper teeth. Take the floss and carefully and slowly slide it in between the teeth so you don't suddenly slip and hurt your gums. Now, when you reach the gum tissue, wrap the floss into a kind of U shape around the tooth and slide it gently below the gum line. Move it carefully back and forth along the side of one tooth and then the other. As you move to the next tooth, unwrap the floss from one finger and wrap it around the other. This way you will be using a clean section each time. And remember, keep the floss tight.
It's bleeding a little.
That happens sometimes, but it stops once you've been flossing regularly. You see, plaque buildup is the major cause for bleeding gums. If you remove plaque from your mouth every day, not only will your gums get healthier, but you're going to be happier. I can see most of the plaque is gone from your front teeth, and you've done quite a good job today.
Thanks, but I don't think I could brush or floss when I'm in school.
Well, today more children than ever are brushing at school. But if there's just no time, go to a drinking fountain and rinse your mouth out with water for 1 minute after each time you eat. 1 minute. By the way, Louis, what foods do you like to eat best?
That's easy, a chocolate bar. I eat 3 after every hockey game, and then I wash it down with some soda pop.
Oh, bug food again. Those bugs in the plaque love sugar. And while you're eating, so are they.
Everybody on the team eats candies and drinks sodas all the time.
Oh, boy.
You know, they've all got cavities.
You're probably right. Instead of eating candy, why not bite into a big, juicy apple or have a delicious orange? Did you know that sugar-free bubblegum tastes great? And you'll be doing yourself and your teeth a big favor. Avoid those sticky candies and those gooey cookies. And did you know that some of the sweetened cereals today actually have more sugar than a candy bar?
More?
Remember the bugs.
You mean those armies called plaque?
Mm-hmm. I sure wish all my patients would learn as fast as you. Now watch.
How'd you do that?
With mirrors, of course. Besides hockey, Louis, what other sports do you like to play?
Baseball, sometimes touch football.
I hope you'll wear your mouth protector so you don't injure any of those little pearls.
I always wear one.
That's good. Say, do you ever use your teeth to open anything?
No way.
Good deal.
I saw a friend of mine break off his tooth trying to open a soda bottle.
For you?
Thank you.
Well, whether they're baby teeth or adult teeth, it's really important to remember that they must be cared for every day. And of course, examined every 6 months.
Dr. Don, can you show me one more trick?
Haven't you had enough magic for one day? Okay, Louis, but remember, if there's one thing that's truly magic, it's the strong, healthy teeth that you can have if you drink fluoridated water and use toothpaste with fluoride in it, by avoiding those junk foods with sugar. That's bug food. By eating good treats, like a chunk of cheese or a fresh apple, bananas or crisp nuts. By drinking milk and fresh juices rather than sweet drinks. by protecting your teeth with a mouth protector in sports. And of course, by brushing and flossing away the plaque each day. Because foods that stay cause decay.
All right, we're not going to show you any more stuff about teeth, but we are going to show you, this is a film we just discovered. Walter J. Klein made this, and his company was based in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is about 2.5 hours from here, near where I grew up. And so he had a company that would make sponsored films. So basically, he wrote a book about this where he would come up with the idea of a film, then he would reach out to potential sponsors or advertisers. They would help pay for it. They would slap their name on it. Then he would sell films to schools, and then he would also offer free programming for television. And the idea is that, oh, somebody's going to get free, exposure in schools and on television. So this is Music of Rose. What do we think this is going to be about? Music of Rose. Enjoy.
I cannot associate roses with silence. Somehow, when I see roses, I hear something. They sound like the hovering music of wings, the sounds of songs unsung, and the scent of roses unseen. I suppose it's that the roses of today were formed by mankind, and wherever you find roses, you find human life. Whenever you find roses, you find life. And what life? Weddings and anniversaries, birthdays and graduations, people going away and coming home, people in love with each other and with life. Yes, I think roses have a certain music about them, a sound composed of the voices of people who love the meaning of roses, a music distilling the sounds of life's precious moments where roses were the witnesses. Here is certainly one of life's precious moments. Is there anything prettier than a church wedding? Hundreds of couples in little San Saba County, Texas, to think there is. They have all been married outdoors under the wedding oak. The wedding oak, a broad, graceful old tree at the side of Little China Creek Road. For the better part of a century, couples have been driving out to be married under the wedding oak, some sitting in their horse-drawn buggies. Today, white roses witness the class president of a small college in Brownwood marrying an out-of-county girl who is a junior at the college. Their wedding follows the pleasant tradition of the people of San Saba.
Just to make your afternoon brighter.
Thank you very much. Don't you see?
I hope it brightens your afternoon.
It does, thank you.
No strings attached. Just smile and enjoy a good day.
What's the night?
lady.
I saw two girls the other day with Rick and I. We stopped them and asked them where they got
Well,
those.
now you got one better than that,
Thank
haven't
you.
you?
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. How about you girls?
Thank you so much. What is it?
Oh, just coming together with Rose.
Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you.
Isn't that pretty?
Beautiful.
You're welcome. I know you. Don't you have one?
How much of
They
it?
don't cost you anything. Just give them away. Let me give you one of these. I know that you like roses. Who doesn't? No, ma'am. Just to make your afternoon better.
Let me get one more. You'll give me one more. Let's have a good tight, one.
Those are mighty.
Yes?
Those are mighty pretty roses, Mrs. Singletary.
Thank you.
Did your boyfriend send them to you?
Why, yes, he did, Bobby. It's the first anniversary of our meeting. He's coming in tomorrow, so maybe you can meet him. Let's see, 3:30. I guess you've learned your lesson for today. You can go ahead home now, Bobby.
Can I take one of those roses home to my mother? Just one?
Of course. Here.
Tonight is PTA. No, West High. I have to be the mother with 4 children in 4 different schools and a husband who hates PTA. So I go to 4 PTA meetings every month. Say hello to Phil. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Well, say hello to Gladys when you see her. Okay, bye. Oh, Bobby, how nice. Let's go put it in some water.
I don't think I have ever been to such a boring Federation meeting. I mean, who really cares about every committee's budget?
They could just as easily do all that in board meeting
And let us spend the time talking with friends. I mean, I haven't seen Sally for months. Months. And all we could do was sit there and listen to those dull budget reports. Oh, 301. Here's his room. Darling, how are you feeling, Mr. Danziger? They told me that you've been complaining a lot about your side again. Oh, dear me.
I brought you some pretty posies. Aren't they just lovely? I have the cleverest florist.
Speaking of florists, I ran into Clara Hawkins at the bazaar just yesterday. Or was that Sunday night at Lou and Ethel? No, I think it was at the bazaar because Edie had on that bilious yellow dress again. I think she wears it just because she knows I
She wears it every time I see her. It wouldn't stand out so if it weren't such a sickly collar. What about Lou and Ethel?
Oh, I've been dying to tell you about that. Lou and Ethel? What about Lou and Ethel?
The morning is more pleasant now that you are here, Elizabeth. Rose, is that for me?
No, Father.
For whom, then?
It's for God. Would you give it to him for me? You talk to him more than I do.
From that lovely garden your mother keeps next to the house, yes? Since this is one of his greatest works, I feel sure the Lord appreciates seeing it here among his other works. Will that be all right?
Yes, Father.
This volume is one of my best, published in Florence in 1591. Very little evidence of bookworms, and look at the illumination. I bought it from a very reputable dealer near the Pitti Palace. Back in January. Do you like it? Look at the illumination on this page, and then if you'll turn back here, there's a very delightful picture from yeah, there we go. Now, if you'll turn back further towards the center, now here's one.
Good afternoon, children. It's nice to be with you again here at the Chantilly School, and I want to thank you for asking me here to show you some of the little tricks we florists have for arranging roses and keeping them fresh and beautiful. I'm so proud of you all having your own garden club right here in the schoolroom, and for being a part of our National Council of State Garden Clubs movement. First, I want you all to see this sad little wilted rose that I failed to water. I'm going to give it a fresh cut like this and place it in some warm water. Now over here, I have some very handsome roses that just came out of my refrigerator today. Watch carefully, and I'll show you just how to manage them. Take off these lower leaves rather than let them decay under water in the vase. You take off the thorns by breaking them over your thumb, like this, or you may strip them off wearing an old glove. Make a fresh, sharp cut. Take an inch off the end of each of the stems. Be careful not to damage the bark, or you may cut through the cells that carry water up the flower, and then it will wilt. These cells are just under the bark. Now, put your roses in a clean, deep vase with warm water. Warm, not cold. Here's a chemical called a floral preservative. Put it in the water just as the directions on the package say. It will supply food for your roses and keep them fresh days longer. Now let's have some fun with our roses. Place some crumpled chicken wire in a clean, deep vase. In place of the chicken wire, some designers use a florist's foam. If you use this, be sure that it's thoroughly soaked with water that contains a preservative. Now, put the block of foam in the vase. Be sure it's in deep water so the cut ends of the rose stems are always below the water level. Place it so that water can be added every day to keep the foam good and wet. Roses are heavy drinkers. Now, place the roses into the wire of foam. Look what I can do now. These up high, these give a pretty shape around the center. And these stand out nicely at the bottom. You see, you want to keep turning your arrangement so that you can look at it from all angles. That's right. Very, very nice. You have a good feeling for color, young lady. I believe I'm going to ask you over to the shop one day to help us out. Good. That's effective. I'm proud of you. Now, children, do roses love water?
Yes.
Yes, indeed they do. So you want to replace the water they drink every day. Keep the foam covered with water and keep those stems below the water level at all times. That water and the floral preservative that you get from your florist will keep your roses fresh and beautiful days longer. And just look what the nice warm water has done for our poor wilted rose.
Yeah. Hello, Mrs. Weber. How are you doing today?
Oh, not so good. Had a bad night. Could you lower my bed just a little? Sure, but first I've got a surprise for you. Look, it's just like all outdoors coming to your room.
Now, who in the world?
I didn't send them, but Ellen and Buddy did. Who are Ellen and Buddy?
My children. Aren't they thoughtful? I've got two good children.
Well, hi there. Whose little boy are you?
My mother's. Are these your flowers?
No, I just delivered them. I'm a candy striper.
Are any of these for me?
Well, tell me your name and I'll tell you.
Ted Leonardson.
Let's see. Ted. No, sorry. Maybe tomorrow, though. But here's one for me. Holy cow, who'd send me roses up here? Holy cow, Johnny. Young fella, you and I are gonna share these beautiful roses. Here.
The rose, symbol of love and beauty. Poets are indebted to its subtle complexity. Wise men use it instead of words. It punctuates the dark room, the bright room, the sad room, the happy room, with its incisive, classic quality.
Yes, those are fine. Now try the white ones on the glass table.
Can you count the number of interior decorators who soften harsh lines with roses?
Move them back just a bit.
What photographer can say he has never created
Perfect.
an instant focal point with roses? What holiday is there where a bouquet of roses would be inappropriate? What lonely spot in a home, an office, a hospital, a church does not warm up in the colorful light of a few cut roses? Do all flowers work such magic? Somehow, no. Consider the number one. Will one chrysanthemum bring a thank you? Will one iris stop the conversation? Not usually, but one rose? Ah, that is music.
Still not quite what I want. Now, just try to relax, okay? Look up here, your eyes to the right. Just relax. See if we can get some better light on you. Okay. And for the finishing touch for a beautiful lady, some roses. Miss Melinda Henderson, please. You're Miss Melinda Henderson. Well, then these are for you. Some guy must be going crazy about you.
All right, so yeah, Walter J. Klein and his son Richard, who also helped with the production and also made a lot of the films later in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, so Walter J. Klein is responsible for other things, and I've mentioned this in the past. South of the Border, he helped create the marketing behind that, and I just heard that South of the Border is up for sale, and if I had a couple $1 million sitting around, I would snap it up, especially if it included the Blenheim's ginger ale company, because that ginger ale is awesome. And then I would change things a little bit. The other thing is Texas Pete. He also did Texas Pete, and he also helped market Chimney Rock. So those are all things that Walter J. Klein did. Thanks for watching today. Thank you, Old Radios, for the donation via ko-fi.com/avgeeks. That's a great way to support us. Also, patreon.com/avgeeks. The super thanks button. Those are all great ways to support us. And please be safe this weekend. It's gross. It's going to be so gross outside, and so I am hunkering down. So please don't overexert yourself, overextend yourself, and just hang out. Do a puzzle. Do something. I don't know. Anyways, everybody have a great weekend, and we will be back on Monday. Depending on what the weather's going, I don't know. It might still be gross outside, but we'll try to do something remotely if we can't make it there. All right. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye.